It's time now for the Peter Channel New News Report on this Friday afternoon, June 5th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins, your new news headlines here on our top story at noontime. Here is in Washington, where Dennis Hester sexually abused a student who had worked on his equipment manager while Hester coached their high school wrestling team. The student's sister told ABC News. London worries about the American economy momentum after a stretch of lackluster growth. The government reported on Friday that employers added a hefty 28,000 jobs in May, well above the average monthly totals logged over the last year. In San Francisco, the same Chinese hackers who have breached the records of at least 4 million government workers front the Office of Personnel Management appears to have been responsible for similar thefts of personal data with 2 major healthcare companies and insurance companies. In Beijing, with no hope of finding survivors in the submerged hull of a Yangtze River cruise ship that capsized this week with 456 people aboard, officials turned their attention on Friday to recovering the dead, employing 2 huge cranes to right the vessel. Tariq Aziz, a top minister for Saddam Hussein, who served as Iraq's international spokesman for more than 20 years and was perhaps the government's most recognizable figure after the longtime dictator, died Friday in the hospital in the Iraqi city of Nasiriyah. In Peshawar, Pakistan, a Pakistani court has freed 8 out of 10 men charged with organizing the shooting of a schoolgirl activist Malia Yousafzai, police said on Friday, a move that will raise further questions about the nation's heavily criticized justice system. United Nations, a mission monitoring the ceasefire in Ukraine, has warned that violations are becoming more frequent and severe, with heavy weapons often missing from storage areas and rockets and multiple rocket launchers briefly being used. Malaysian mountain guides are slowly helping 137 climbers who were stranded earlier at the top of Southeast Asia's tallest peak by a powerful earthquake to descend to safety, a local official said on Friday. In Boston, a Kazakh exchange student was friends with a Boston Marathon bomber was sentenced to 3.5 years in U.S. federal prison on Friday for removing a backpack containing fireworks when the suspect stormed a room during a massive manhunt. Fed seen raising rates in October's job market firms. Walmart Stores Incorporated named Vice Chairman Greg Penner as its new chairman on Friday, replacing the former law Rob Walton. Global warming has not stopped or even slowed in the past 18 years, according to a new federal study that rebuts doctors who have claimed that the heating trends have paused. Researchers in Brazil have come across 7 new species of colorful miniature frogs deep in the country's rainforest. The frogs, part of the genus Bracellus, rarely exceed 1 centimeter in length. Hundreds of schools across South Korea closed. Trains are being scrubbed, and health officials are threatening to forcibly quarantine some people. James Boyson was falling apart when he went to surgery at Houston Methodist Hospital 2 weeks ago. His pancreas was damaged, his kidney was deteriorated, and he had a radiation wound in his head that refused to heal as Texas man gets world first skull and scalp transplant. And now look at the stock market report at 12:03. Dow Jones closed 17,866.17, down 39.41. S&P 529, 4.30, down 1.54, and Nasdaq 5,062.70. 29 up 3.17. European markets here. DAX 11,197.15, down 143.45. FTSE 6804.60, down 54.64. CAC 4049.20.74, down 66.39. Asian markets, Nikkei 2460.90, down 27.29. Shanghai 1023.10, up 75.99. HSI 27260.16, down 291.73. Oil markets 57.77, down 23 cents. Brent 61.65, down 38 cents. And natural gas 2.60, down 26,000 a point. And the gold markets 1167.5, down 7.70. Silver 16.04, down 63,000 a point. And copper 2.688, up 1,000 a point. Bonds, U.S. 10-year 2.377%, up 7,000 a point. German 10-year 0.85%, unchanged. And Japanese 10-year 0.494%, up 7,000 a point. FX bonds, European US dollar 1.112 down 125 point. US dollar Japanese yen 125.56 up 1.20. Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5267 down 97 point. Okay, take a look at commodities here. Wheat 5.25 and a quarter up 1.5. Soybean 939.75 down 6 3/4. Corn 362 and a half down 1. Sugar 11.99 down 13 cents. Coffee 134.95 down 75 cents. Cotton 64.08 down 1.04. Red grass 9.72 down 205 point. And cocoa 3,108 down 7. Livestock futures live cattle 152.05 up 60 cents. Lean hogs 82.45 up 25 cents. And FT cattle 223.125 up 55 cents. And take a look at sports here at 12:05. The Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Oakland Athletics in the first of a 3-game series at Fenway Park starting tonight. Cleveland Cavaliers guard Kyrie Irving was injured in the Cavaliers NBA Finals Game 1 loss of the Golden State Warriors on Thursday when his left knee was seized up on him with 2 minutes to play in the game. Serena Williams takes on Lucy Safarova in the 2015 French Open final on Saturday as she bids the winner 20th Grand Slam title. Auburn Hills, Michigan sports agent M. Tellman is joined in the company that includes the Detroit Pistons as vice chairman and hired announced party by Tom Gorth, who owns the Pistons and the Palace Sports and Entertainment. Miami Dolphins wicked wide receiver Devontae Parker is facing an 8-week recovery after undergoing another surgery on his left foot. Peter Channel News Time, 12:06. Time now for a travel report here. 295 in the southbound side. It's sold from Route 14 to Route 37 in Cranston. 95 in the southbound side. Sold from Brent Drive to downtown Providence. 146 southbound sold from Route 15 all the way up to 95 in Providence here. Route 3 in the southbound side. It's slow before Sagamore on Route 6 here in South Plymouth here. Route 3 in the southbound side. Slow from Route 18 in Weymouth to Derby Street in Hingham and before 228 in Rutland on the southbound side of Route 3. 128 on the northbound side is slow from Route 1 in Norwood all the way out to Highland Avenue in Needham here. Mass back in 495, a little slow around in Westburg. Route Southwest Express in the southbound side is slow from the Pike to Dorchester. 93 on the northbound side. It is slow from Dorchester all the way up to Zakin Bridge here. Route 495 on the northbound side is slow from Route 3 in Chelmsford all the way up to Tewksbury here. And 495 hit brakes again after 93 to Route 20 in Andover. We got an accident up on 495 southbound here. Between Route 133 and Route 38 in Tewksbury, so expect some delays here. And up in New Hampshire, Route 101 in the eastbound side. A little slow between Candia and Raymond due to some road work here. 95 in the northbound side. A little slow after Route 101 in Hampton. And main turnpike looking good from York to Augusta via Portland here. And Everett Turnpike a little slow in Manchester stretch on 293 Everett Turnpike southbound here. Peter Channel News Time is now 12:08. Take a look at the MBTA alerts here. On the subway, it's looking good. Commuter rail's looking good. And the ferries are smooth sailing here. And now look at the weather here. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 12:08 p.m. on this Friday afternoon. 69 degrees our temperature with fair skies. Humidity 51%. Wind speed is calm. Barometer 3.9 inches. Dew point about 50 degrees. And visibility 10 miles an hour here. Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions around the region here. 57 degrees in Boston, 63 in Bedford, 61 in Beverly, 66 in Lawrence, 58 in Gloucester, 65 in Fitchburg and in Worcester, 67 in Milford, 66 in Sturbridge and in Milford, and in Norwood at 66 degrees, 65 in Taunton, 64 in New Bedford, 57 in Plymouth and Provincetown, 61 in Falmouth, 53 in Chatham, 52 in Cape Cod Bay, 59 in Martha's Vineyard, 52 in Nantucket, 53 in Boston Harbor, 55 in Lockon, 61 in Westerly, 63 in Providence, 64 in Smithfield, it is 61 in New York City and the Nislip, 59 in Montauk, 55 in Longstown, 59 in Bridgeport, 62 in New Haven, at 63 in Danbury, 64 in Waterbury, 66 in Meriden, 65 in Hartford, 65 in Winslow, 66 in Springfield, it's 66 in Athol, 65 in Greenfield, 65 in North Adams, at 62 in Pittsfield, 61 in Albany, 62 in Sorrel Springs, at 60 in Bennington, 63 in Broward, Vermont, it's 63 in Rutland, Vermont, and in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 64 in Keene, New Hampshire, 65 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 68 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 67 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 65 in Concord, New Hampshire, 57 in La Cornue, New Hampshire, 71 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 58 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Here, take a look at the surface map. Shows station front from South Central California all the way out to the Intermountain region in Central Rockies and stretching to northern Missouri, merging with a cold front from western Illinois, stretching up to the Great Lakes and merging with a station front down from southwestern Quebec and a cold front from Quebec here. And another station front from southeastern Texas, stretching down the Gulf of Mexico, stretching out to sea with a low pressure off North Carolina and Florida, and another low pressure off Georgia and a front off Florida and stretching down to the southern tip of Florida here. And another front down for the Florida Gulf Coast here. And front through Washington, Oregon. Front from central Montana down for Wyoming. And a front from up southwestern Oregon down from north central California. And a front from southeastern Colorado down from New Mexico and down from north central Mexico here. And we got low pressure in Ontario and central Quebec and south central New Mexico and southern Montana and southeastern and northwestern portions of California here. And we got high pressure in the Gulf of Mexico and high pressure in Colorado and a ridge of high pressure in the mid-south region from Oklahoma down for Tennessee and western Carolina is there. 78 degrees in Detroit, 70 in Pittsburgh, 62 in Washington, D.C., 75 in Atlanta, 82 in Miami, Florida, 82 in Brownsville, Texas, 78 in Dallas, Texas, 72 in Kansas City, 73 in Omaha, Nebraska, 57 in Chicago, 62 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 55 in Great Falls, Montana, 60 in Seattle, 56 in San Francisco, 61 in Los Angeles, 66 in Salt Lake City, 63 in Denver, 75 in Las Vegas, 73 in Phoenix, and 70 out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here. Alright, let's take a look at radar situation here, and it shows a spotty rain showers south of Queensbury, New York, and northeast of Colorado Springs, New York, and some spotty rain showers in east central Vermont and stretching near Claremont and Lebanon, New Hampshire, and spotty rain showers in the northwest New Hampshire and stretching down St. Johnsbury, Vermont, rain showers around Burlington, Vermont area, and zoom you out, and it shows a line of rain showers from extreme northern Maine, stretching in eastern and central and southwestern portions of Quebec, and after east central portions of Ontario, and a line of rain showers in east central Ontario here, and some spotty rain showers in east central Maine, and stretching in southwestern and north central portions of New Brunswick here. And this is another line of rain. This is another line of rain showers from south of Islip, Long Island, stretching down for southeastern Long Island, stretching a few miles south of the Martha's Vineyard coastline here, and we're seeing some spotty rain showers in the northern Jersey and south central New York, and stretching around the Bronx and around Manhattan and New York City here. And seeing some spotty rain showers east of Trenton and around Leonard, Walden, Browns Mills in New Jersey here. And some spotty rain showers near Washington, D.C. and west central Maryland and around the Baltimore area, now for northeastern portions of Maryland, and some spotty rain showers and few storms in southeastern portions of Delaware, and a line of spotty rain showers and a few storms in eastern West Virginia, down for western Virginia, and down for northwestern portions of North Carolina here. And a line of showers and storms from central and south central portions of Missouri, and rain showers and storms from northeastern portions of Arkansas, and down for south central Illinois, and some spotty showers and storms in west central portions of Kentucky here. Western portions of Kentucky here. And some spotty rain showers and storms from southern portions of Georgia down from northeastern Florida, and a line of spotty rain showers in southeastern Florida, and line of rain showers in western Cuba. And spotty rain showers and storms from the Four Corner region here, from Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico here. And spotty rain showers in southeastern portions of Alaska, and some spotty rain showers in southwestern central portions of Minnesota, and central Nebraska, and west central portions of Kansas here. And a few spotty rain showers central and west central portions of Saskatchewan here. Alright, let's take a look at our satellite loop unit. It shows spotty clouds coming from the Canadian Maritimes down for southern Quebec, down for Ontario, and coming around Michigan here. And a line of clouds off the Midland coastline, and a line of clouds coming from southern Florida and around, coming in the Caribbean. And a line of clouds coming in much of the Four Corner region, it's up to Nevada, and up in the Idaho, down from Montana, down Wyoming, down for Nebraska, Kansas, and around Missouri, and down for eastern portions of Oklahoma, And Atlanta clouds from Minnesota stretching into North Dakota, and Atlanta clouds from central Manitoba to Denver, Saskatchewan, down for east central portions of Alberta, Atlanta clouds from British Columbia up in the northwestern portions of Alberta. Here. All right. Let's take a look at what's going on in the tropics here. The latest on Hurricane Blanca. 11 a.m. update. Location 15.1 in the north, 106.9 in the west. Max sustained winds 100 miles an hour and movement northwest 10 miles an hour. Air. And latest advisory on Blanca. Air Force Hurricane Hunter plane en route to Blanca as there are no coastal watches or warnings in effect, and interest in the southern Baja California Peninsula should monitor the progress of Blanca. A trouble storm or hurricane watch will likely be required for a portion of Baja California later today. At 9 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, the center of Hurricane Blanca was located near latitude 15.1 in the north, longitude 106.9 in the west. Blanca is moving toward the northwest near 10 miles per hour northwestward. To the northwestward motion is expected to by Saturday night on the forecast track. The center of Blanca will approach the southern Baja California Peninsula Sunday. Max sustained winds are near 100 miles per hour with higher gusts. Some strengthening is expected tonight and Saturday, but a gradual weakening should begin on Sunday. Blanca is a large hurricane. Hurricane force winds extend out up to 45 miles to 75 kilometers from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outwards up to 185 miles an hour. The estimated minimum set pressure is 972 millibars. Hazard effect line surf swells generated by Blanca will be affecting the coast of southwestern Mexico and will be reaching the Pacific coast of the Baja California Peninsula and the southern Gulf of California later today. Their swells are likely to be caused by threatening surf and rip current conditions. And now look at the forecast discussion here. The developing low pressure off the southeast coast will move slowly northward up the eastern seaboard today and tonight. This will be increasing sky cover and chance of showers mainly across Cape Cod Islands and high pressure that brings dry weather this weekend. Temperatures near normal inland, cool at the coast. A cold front approaches on Monday and Tuesday with a chance of showers and thunderstorms again Thursday as well. Near term until 6 p.m. this evening, a mixture of clouds and sun expected in the afternoon, but more clouds will begin to dominate as the afternoon wears on. Despite an increase in cloud cover, expect high temperature reach in the low to mid-70s away from the immediate coast. Low probability of a few upper 70s in the lower Nana River Valley. Meanwhile, weak pressure gradient will result in east to southeast sea breezes along the immediate coast, and this will high temperatures in upper 50s and lower 60s along portions of the immediate coast, including Boston. Dry weather will dominate, but a weak wave of low pressure may result in a few showers across the Cape Mountains toward evening. A few spot showers may also work into northwest Massachusetts toward evening as well, but main focus for that activity will be across interior New York State, where better focus and instability reside. And the Northern High School graduation class of graduation 2015 ceremonies at Spinney Center at 7 p.m. 65 degrees most class guys, so should be a dry, beautiful night on tap for the graduates of 2015. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For this afternoon, Puck Size guys, how about 71 degrees, southward about 3 to 6 miles an hour here. For tonight, slight chance of showers after 1 a.m., Petrovac after 2 a.m. Otherwise, class guys, low out 54 degrees, southward about 6 miles up coming in the evening near, chance of precipitation 20%. Saturday, Petrovac before 7 a.m. Otherwise, most of the class guys and graduates becoming science guys about 72 degrees, north. Each wind about 6 to 9 miles an hour, gust size 24 miles an hour here. Saturday night, mostly clear skies about 44 degrees, north for about 3 to 5 miles an hour here. For Sunday, sunny skies about 70 degrees, northeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming light and variable in the afternoon. Sunday night, Petrovac after 4 a.m. wise. Put skies out low around 48 degrees. Monday, chance of showers after 3 p.m. Petrovac before 9 a.m. wise. Put skies about 70 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. Monday night, showers active Petrovac after 10 p.m. wise. Most skies got low up 6 degrees and chance of precipitation 6%. Tuesday, chance of showers. Most skies got about 78 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. So that most skies got low up 59 degrees. Wednesday, most sunny skies about 78 to about 58 degrees. And for Thursday, most sunny skies about 81 degrees. Pairs weather phrase of the day. A beautiful Friday afternoon in store. Peter Wednesday, have you a good day with a good positive attitude.